Okay, so in this video we're going to go through passive accessory intervertebral movements of the lumbar spine. What we're going to use these for is really to check for symptom reproduction and to check for levels of pain through the spine. We were discussing earlier and we were saying that you can use these to do your grading, so you can use these to check for stiffness at early range, mid-range, late range. And then obviously you could relate that into your treatment in terms of what grade you wanted to use to do that. We think it's more useful clinically just to see pain and symptom reproduction, just to check for the different levels on each side and see where there is pain. Obviously pain is going to indicate some form of facilitation of that point, or some painful stimulus to that area. So what we're going to do in the video is just go through central PAs and our unilateral PAs. In the video, what we'll do now is we'll zoom in on the actual back and we'll just discuss over the top of the video what we're doing in terms of our handling and our positioning through there.
Yep. Okay, so when we're doing a Paivms, first thing we want to do is locate our level. Yeah, so a nice way of doing that is to hook your fingers on the top of the iliac crest, meet your thumbs together, and that's approximately L4. Yeah, so if we roll down from there, we're on L5, and then that's where I like to start. Okay, so if we show you left-sided unilateral and a central PA, we start with the unilateral. In the lumbar spine, the spinous process and the transverse process are pretty much in line with each other. So when you found, I'm on L5 here, when you found that spinous process, we just come to the left, and the plane of the joint is pretty straight PA as well. So in the cervical spine it starts to angle more at 45 degrees. In the lumbar spine we can press pretty much in a straight line. Yeah, and we're in line with the joint. So we're coming on to here. I'm just having a feel of the joint. And as we were saying, what you're really looking for is reproduction of pain to locate a level. But I think you can also use this to gauge stiffness. Yeah, and to feel the range throughout. If you want to put a grading on it with the Maitland scale, that's fine as well, particularly when you come to doing your treatments. Okay, if we work our way up now, same thing on L4. Nice relaxed shoulders, and same thing L3.
Again, I think it's important, just for the purposes of this video, to mention that you've got nice straight elbows and you're using your upper body to create that motion rather than a purely from the wrists or from the hands. I think that can control the motion much better.
Yeah, and it's better on your body as well, isn't it? Just to use your body weight primarily moving forwards and back. If we're looking at a central now, I'll show you my handhold again. So with L4 down to L5, I'm going to hook the hand here. The hypofemoral eminence is sitting on that spinous process. So if I'm doing it one-handed, I'm just gliding down now in that position. But clinically what we do then is hook this hand over to stabilise it. And again, same thing, I'm just gently rocking my body weight forwards, transferring that pressure down into the L5 region. Now you're going to have influences above and below that level when you do this, so it's just purely reproducing the pain here doesn't necessarily mean it's exactly at L5. And now I'm moving up, L4, same thing. Getting a nice glide on there, nice feel of the joint through full range. And then same on L3.
And you just continue those for both the unilateral and the central up through the lumbar spine.
Exactly, and for a right-sided unilateral I'd come around the other side of the bed and always make sure I'm on the side that I'm gliding.
Perfect.